But credit card debt's insane. Credit card debt is insane. And people are just putting it everywhere online. Acting like victims. Acting like they have no control themselves. And I gotta talk about it.
Cause I have $30,000 in credit card debt. When they call, I tell them I can't pay it back yet.
I don't have a job, but I have debt.
How do you do that just from Victoria's Secret? She's showing off for someone.
$1,000 in credit card debt. When they call, I tell them I can't pay it back yet.
I don't have a job, but I have debt. You're confused. Let me
Why don't you have a job? Why don't you have a job?
explain. I don't know about you guys, but I literally never learned anything
This is lots of fancy skincare stuff for someone that doesn't have a job and is going further into debt, I would say.
about finances. And I'm guessing I'm not the only one. After me and my husband got married, we decided to start paying off debt so we could have a family. We had about $30,000 worth of credit card debt.
Okay. Cheaper breakfast. Just get fucking oatmeal. Instapack oatmeal even. Come on. We don't need to be doing this. We don't have a debt. We're going further into debt.
Time I did have a job that was paying pretty good, but I was extremely unhappy. I hated going to work every single
Which is fine. Have a job before you leave or a fully funded emergency fund. Now you're going into debt because you didn't like going to work.
day. We were making pretty good progress on paying off our card. Everything changed when I got let go last December. I knew I was not going to get another job after this.
Oh, let go. Okay, that's different. I jumped the gun. I'll admit, I jumped the gun. She was let go. That's sad. We don't like getting let go. I appreciate it.
This one. And my husband, of course, did not want to pressure me into doing that either. I lost my job. We had to refigure our entire budget out. And our timelines changed.
Okay, if you had to figure out your entire budget, why are we eating an expensive-ass breakfast? Why do we have expensive-ass skincare? Read an article that 40% of Americans are defaulting behind 2 months on their car loan. Yeah, the car loan situation is getting pretty wild. They got a car loan bubble right now.
Not making as big of a progress as we used to. Now I'm able to take care of everything in the house so that he can solely focus on working. Now that I've been able to dedicate my full time to content creation as well, I've been able to see some profits from that. I feel like this is a reality not a lot of people talk about.
This right here, yeah, that changed my life.
Yeah, that's welcome to America. Fuck's sake.
Because this is so true. People have so much debt you wouldn't even believe. Like when you really start talking to people, they just casually drop, yeah, you know, I owe like 15 grand.
Yeah, exactly. They say it like it's nothing. Come on my show and they're like, it's not that bad, right? Fuck off.
Dollars? American? Oh, okay. Okay. Like people really just walk around in massive debt to keep up with this life. And you know what even make it worse is that you really got to sit back sometime and realize your mama was right. You know that whole keeping up with the Joneses thing? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is for a lot of people. I understand going into debt for an emergency if you don't have a fully funded emergency fund, especially if you're just getting started off or if you're just trying to get on the right track. I get that. Then you have to pay off your debt like it's an emergency, then save up for an emergency fund like it's an emergency instead of fucking around and having fun while you have either of those things.
Yeah. Because you know your mom used to be like, well, if Stacy was gonna jump off a bridge, you gonna jump too? And my ass, I graduated college, I started living that life. I'm right behind her. I'm right behind her. And I did get me a little debt doing that, but you have to realize that, like, oh my God.
Especially through college, it's not necessarily a worse debt. Especially if you're going at it in a way that makes sense, community college, even especially, or even if you're graduating with federal student loans that are relatively lower rates and have much more forgiveness and payback forgiveness. It's okay to go into debt. They recommend borrowing no more than, what you think your first year salary is going to be right outside of college.
I feel like I'm turning into my mom. All that glitters isn't gold. It really ain't. It really, really ain't. It really ain't. People got so much debt they don't know what to do with themselves. Don't fall into that trap. Don't fall into that mindset because it's so much harder to get out than it is to get in. Oh my gosh. It's like a GPA. It's easier to drop than raise. And a credit score is the same way.
That's so true. Yeah, well, credit score, credit score is pretty... Yeah, no, I mean, I guess it is harder to raise if you got those dings, right? If you got those dings. That is true. Credit scores are pretty easy to swing in other directions when you start making any kind of changes. But yes, debt is so much harder to get out of than it is to get in. Same with getting fat. And that'd be the way.
But yeah, walking around with massive credit card debt.
If you want to hear something really totally embarrassing for me,
yes.
I was supposed to have a court date today. Yeah, I ignored a debt collector and they sent it to a law firm to sue me. And yeah, I
should have paid your debt. We'll see what kind of debt it is. See if I have sympathy or not.
I got sued by a debt collector. And I thought the chances of that happening were like slim to none. Like it was only $1,000. Do they really
That is rare for someone to go the actual full legal route for $1,000, I'll be honest.
want to like have to go after me for $1,000? Like what is that? No, they did. Yeah. They sent the constable to my house with the papers saying that I need to sort this out. Long story short, I settled for 80% of what I owe, and I paid it all.
Well, $800, yeah. Instead of going down all those consequences, it's fine. $800 is not an inconsequential amount of money, but you know, if we're talking debt, if we're talking legal consequences, definitely not the worst. That's by far.
Off like 12 days ago. Thankfully, like normally I would not have been able to do this, but my husband got a raise at work, and it's been great.
Oh.
And yeah, my
Dual income household, pay your debt. Come on, easier than the single people. Come on.
court date was scheduled for today. Thankfully, that was canceled. But that was like the scariest thing I've ever had to do in my life. I was like, I don't just pay. I'll just pay. I'm like, I don't want to have to go to court.
Why didn't you pay in the first place then if you could have just paid? Just saying. Actions, consequences.
I have anxiety.
Don't spend money on bullshit. Budget. Don't get in a rental situation that is unnecessary. Work your ass off with a million extra jobs if you need to. All easier said than done, but if you don't know a way out, there's at least a couple options to consider. How much you think that wig costs? Sell it and pay off some debt. That's all I'm going to say. That's just the money that we're just willing to spend on bullshit, man. Our consumer-driven culture is crazy. You don't know a way out? Don't spend money on bullshit. I'd love to see her. Hey, girl, apply to come on financial audit. I'll be real nice. Imagine going into a credit card debt on the edge of a potential recession. When a lot of people might get laid off if it is a recession. And going into the debt before that instead of during it. Choices. Being in your 20s is all about being in credit card debt, buying randomish on Facebook Marketplace. I am now in possession of Suzuku Omnicord from the 80s. What a thing to ruin all the time and future of our life and any potential compound growth we'd get in the marketplace in the best years in our lives for that. What a way to do it. All for a Suzuki Omnicord.
I used to be so bad with money. $700 car payment. Designer shoes, no saving. Lifestyle creep, then I got laid off. I spent the last 3 months paying down my debt, but also...
Yeah, maybe that's what it takes for some of these people. Maybe you just see the absolute fear. You get laid off and then you're like, oh shit, it's real. Oh shit, it's real. That might be the wake up call. You know, honestly, fair. I don't wish that upon anyone, but fair.
So fully funding a savings account. A fully funded savings means you have 3 to 6 months of your living expenses in a high...
Go 6, not 3. Go 6. We live in a world of pandemics now. Go 6 months, not 3.
Yield savings account. You know, just in case anything happens. And like I said, I already got laid off, so I couldn't just have $1,000 like Dave Ramsey says. Now, I already got...
Oh, before your layoff, you could. But even still, I do disagree with Dave on the 1,000 thing. I should at least have been inflation adjusted from where he was. Listen, the fact is, I've had people earlier on in the show, especially, who did the Dave Ramsey method, saved up $1,000, an emergency happened. All emergencies tend to be above $1,000. Then they ended up in a worse situation than they were before they even saved that $1,000. I like either just a 1 month emergency fund, maybe if you have kids, a 2 month emergency fund before you pay off your debt or whatever. And I also like the money guy method of just your highest deductible. That way you can cover pretty much most emergencies in that case. So the $1,000 one is kind of rough, I'll be honest. It's kind of rough to get started. I've seen more negative consequences in my own personal life than positive. But it does save. It shows the saving skills, right? It starts building that muscle. I do get that aspect of it. But there's more to it involved than just that.
Got rid of my car payment last year, so I'm ready to hit the ground running with the debt snowball method. I pay all my student loans every month on time, but that's not my focus right now. I have a personal loan that I got from my credit union at
$11,845. Kill me now. 13%. $500. Blech.
13% interest rate that I used to consolidate 2 credit cards that were over 20% interest. I also have a credit card with that credit union, but my focus right now is my Discover.
Man, she got them high balances, doesn't she? She got them high balances. That's rough, man. That's rough. High balances.
Card. They offered me a 0% interest rate for 10 months, so I transferred a balance there for $400.
Okay, she's not following the Dave Ramsey method then, but that's not necessarily bad. As long as she has proven she's changed her behavior, I will accept this as a tool so she doesn't build up the bad original debt again.
I put $1,500 towards that card so far this month, and my goal is to pay it off before the summer, which I know I can. So I hope you join me along my debt payoff journey. And as I heal my relationship with money, we are making progress and cleaning it up because we do not want to be in debt and broke in the long term.
Damn
I know
right.
that's right.
So
Good luck, her. Has a good mindset. Absolutely.
a couple months ago, I made a video on here about my credit card debt payoff journey. I've paid off about $20,000 of credit card debt this year, and I haven't really done an update on it or really continued it.
Please don't tell me she went back in. Please don't tell me she went back in.
For a number of reasons. One, and I know a lot of people who have been in debt can relate to this, I hold and harbor a lot of shame related to my debt, and it got to be something that was really hard to talk about because I never felt like my progress was enough. I never felt like, it just feels never ending. It feels suffocating. And I had a couple really expensive months that kind of set me back in the amount I wanted to pay off per month. I haven't been adding to my debt at all, but I haven't really paid off.
Okay, I mean, setbacks happen. As long as she's not going reverse, it is...
the amount that I was hoping I was going to be able to each month. So that just kind of like, I don't know, it kind of depressed me a little bit. I've seen other creators create series of just like tracking their credit card debt. And like, honestly, I would love to do that, but I just don't know if disclosing the full amount is something I'm...
You should. Some accountability might be good for you. If you're in that world of already following that, yeah, accountability might be good for you. I'd recommend she does it.
Ready to do yet, because like I said, I harbor a lot of shame from my credit card debt, and it's something I'm still working to get over. It's also been a major source of anxiety for the past 7 years of my life. Like, thinking about money gives me anxiety. I don't come from wealth. My first job out of college,
Most don't. Let's not use that as an excuse. That will piss me off real quick.
really set me behind, and I discovered I have bipolar disorder, which creates really bad spending habits, or it can. Especially being untreated for so long, I go into my depressive phases, and like I get that little high off of
Diagnosed. Okay, there you go.
going shopping or finding something on sale, even if it's something I didn't really need, and if it's something I didn't have money for. It was just a really bad habit I built, and a lot of it was due to that, as well as undiagnosed ADHD. So I'm
Diagnosed. She's saying diagnosed. I'll respect diagnosed.
medicated for both of those now, but it's like getting out of this, like my habits are better now. I don't spend money I don't have, but
Got TikTok diagnosed with Down syndrome. Anything is possible. Fucking...
crawling out of the hole is so hard. I'm like, you can feel free to give me advice, but I've done every tip and trick in the book. I've consolidated my debt and loan. I've opened up balance transferred cars. I've categorized my debt from highest interest to lowest interest, and I'm focusing on paying off the highest interest debt first. And like that has
Put it away, chat.
worked for the most part. It's just such a slow moving process, and when you get behind a couple months, it's so hard to just like, I have that anxiety that's in my head again of just...
All right. You're repeating yourself. Quiet now. You're repeating yourself. Oh, fuck. That's a long one.
First 20,000, but we've hit a lull. So
Yeah.
any advice?
We got that in the
Credit
first...
card debt is not fun, okay? I have so much money on my credit cards.
Why didn't you spend all the money you didn't have? I did it. I did it in my early 20s, late teens. I get it. Why'd you do it?
They're all pretty much maxed out. I couldn't keep up with the payments, and I think almost all of them, my accounts are closed. That's not good.
It's probably good for her so that she isn't spending more money.
But I will tell you this, it's like going through a detox, because things that I would just be like, oh, I'll just put on a credit card, I
See what I said? It's good that her cards are closed for her.
can't do that anymore. Those accounts are closed. Those cards are gone. The only money I have comes from my paycheck, and that money goes towards necessities, which is the big thing that I've had to learn to differentiate the needs from the wants. So while my friends get to go do fun things, I am having to pay off credit card debt.
Good. You had your fun. You did it. You put it on debt. I went through that. I get it. It's not fun while you're doing it. But it's time. It's time to grow up.
It has taught me to be content with what I already have. It has helped me utilize places like the library. It has helped me declutter because I've had to sell things to make my bills. This is probably like the worst year of my life financially, but I think I've grown up a lot and I'm kind of happy about it.
That's what it's about.
$33,000 in credit card debt was consuming my every thought.
She ain't young for that. She ain't young for that.
I remember searching for the perfect job in my 20s, the one that would pay me a wage I could budget out to all of our bills.
Helping you budget your bills with credit cards? Is that what she said?
Thinking that building my resume would give me a promotion and that I would increase my income over time to pay off
She has a husband that her husband and I had built up. Fair enough.
the debt my husband and I had built up. Slowly but surely, I got the jobs I applied for, but the debt wasn't being paid off like I had hoped. We were in a full-blown grind at our corporate careers just to make a minimum payment on our credit cards. I remember feeling suffocated by our bills and looking at the methods many people talked about. No shame to old Dave, but his framework.
Old Dave. His framework wasn't it for me. Listen, it is for everyone if you can control it. Do I agree with everything? No, but it can work for everyone. So, I mean, she's doing some wah, cry, no accountability bullshit.
Wasn't it for me. I kept thinking it'll get paid off eventually, but my brain just couldn't compute how. If we didn't make more money.
Well, your brain would have computed how if you listened to the Dave method. I mean, agree. Again, I disagree with some of it, but in general, it will get everyone there. Her brain can compute. It's what is it? 7 steps, 4 of which are like critical. I don't get it.
How the hell were we going to put more money towards our debt? Turns out landing in the social media marketing and sales arena in 2018 was part of the framework we needed to pay off that $33,000.
Okay, if she did it. Usually just landing a higher paying income job just means you're going to spend more money, your lifestyle, inflate yourself, right?
Credit cards. I've never looked back.
Good.
It wasn't something I was qualified to do, but quickly found passion behind it.
Qualified to pay off. What the fuck is she talking about? She is coming from a weird mentality in life, let me tell you.
I love people. I love making a difference. I love using my creativity and being in control of my income. Creating my schedule and having flexibility were a huge plus too.
Sure.
Now being 30 years old with 0 credit card debt, I'm thankful I made my own path to having peace around our finances. The weight of $33,000 was heavy, but now we sleep a lot better at night.
Hey y'all, so let's talk debt, specifically credit card debt. I am $30,000 in credit card debt.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I know. Let's talk about it. So I have 2 credit cards. I have a Navy Federal and then another credit card. Navy Federal has $25,000 and the other one has $5,000.
And Navy Federal, they ain't nice with the rates, let me tell you.
And I'm definitely ready to pay those off. So if anybody has any suggestions about how I can quickly pay those off,
yeah, cut back on your bullshit. Pick up a second job.
let me know in the comments.
Just did.
So I recently joined TikTok Shop and the Creator Fund. So I'm hoping to really...
No offense. I am heavily willing to bet that if she went and fucking put some fries in the bag a few hours a week, she would make more money than her Creator Fund. As someone that actually does very well on TikTok, even the Creator Fund itself is pennies. Okay.
And some money from that as well. And whatever I make from that, I'm going to put towards the credit cards.
Good. Well, yeah, but you'd probably make more money doing something else.
Expeditiously. I racked up all of this debt from shopping, not telling myself no, not having discipline, all that horrible stuff.
Who would have thought?
Baby, when I tell you, if I saw something on the website, because I'm an online shopper.
Tip number 1, don't!
If I saw something on the website that I wanted, or my kids wanted, or that I wanted for them, or what I thought my husband would like. But we're stopping bad habits.
Good. Get the discipline. That's right.
And we're getting out of credit card debt. So follow along on this journey with me paying off my debt.
Motivated this whole talk about how...
So follow along on this journey with me paying off my debt.
Can we just talk about how soul-sucking credit card debt is for a second? I've been feeling so motivated this whole month, and then I got my Amex bill, and then I had to pay a vet bill.
Well, that happens. Listen, if you're already in debt, It's hard to say, oh, I'd have an emergency fund that would pay for my pet thing. Listen, there's an argument where it's like, okay, if you're in a financially fucked position, you probably shouldn't have a pet because that's not really fair because you can't really adequately take care of it. But I understand you'll go further into debt to take care of the pet. I'm not saying don't do that. In fact, I would say do it. And then pay it off like it's an emergency, though. Then pay off the rest of your debt like it's an emergency, though. And then have a fully funded emergency fund. And then it covers this the next time.
Then I did my taxes last night. And then I had to pay for all my LLC fees since I'm now a TikToker and I'm trying.
No! Lady, don't! She probably paid more for her fucking LLC fees than she's going to make in 6 months on TikTok. Priorities, lady. Take care of the animals that you took on.
To pay taxes on it. I just feel like it's always something. I have cut out all unnecessary spending and it's...
Yeah, but it's always something. Every month is a unique month. It's always something. I don't want to hear it.
Still not enough. I have extra income coming in from TikTok, so thankfully everything will be paid for. But I feel like I am skating on such thin ice financially all the time. I am like an eternally...
Yeah, you are. Without a fully funded emergency fund, you are.
Optimistic person, so I will always try to see the positive in a situation. But I just want to vent for a second about how tiring it is constantly walking on a knife's edge with my debt. I have a few things going in my favor, and while I do owe on my federal taxes, I am getting a bit of a state...
She owes... Wait. You owe your federal taxes in which way? What is she doing?
Refund, so I'll like net out zero there. But I still have to pay all that money up front, which means I need to drain my savings account of all the money I set aside for Paris.
For Paris? Fuck your Paris! Oh, this is the first dumb, absolute fucker. Oh, come on.
I did a video recently about like my Paris wish.
I don't give a fuck about your Paris wishes. I don't give a single dicular fuck. Pay your taxes. If I have to pay all my taxes, so do you.
List, and it's really starting to look like I'm not going to be able to buy a single thing on it.
Good!
I would give anything for just the slightest bit of wiggle room in my budget.
Fine, give up TikTok, go get a fucking job.
Because it is exhausting. Constantly having to think about, well, if I buy this, can I afford this? If I buy this, can I afford this? And
no, you can't afford anything. Don't buy anything.
My career and my ability to pay down debt. And that there are people who are extremely less fortunate than I am. So I'm not minimizing their situation in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying that, like, it's hard. It's frigging hard. My one saving grace is that the Paris trip is already paid for. I paid for that months ago, so I don't...
Oh, no! It's even worse because you're going to go there and there's no way you're not spending money. Oh, there's no way you're not spending money while you're in fucking Paris. Oh, you're going to get a scammer under the fucking Eiffel Tower. You're like, oh.
I don't need to worry about how I'm going to afford to pay for the trip itself. I just need to worry about food and things like that, like money for activities, etc. So I do kind of want to like check myself and remind myself that I'm incredibly privileged to be able to do this. And I want to like, you know, who cares if I can't shop there? I'm not shopping for the
Oh, fuck off. Yes, you are. I know for a fact you are.
Rest of the year. This isn't going to change anything. It's like a week. I'll survive. It's
no.
Literally not that big of a deal. I just want like 1 month where I don't have like a credit card bill like this on me at all times.
When I was 24 years old, I filed for bankruptcy.
Oh, dude, that last one, she's fucked, guys. Guys, that last one, she's fucked, guys. That's it. That's where we are.